All right, we're about to start up. What's going on, everybody? This is Jay Leno. I'm here with my boy Jave. Say what's up to the people, Jave.
Yo, what's going on?
Not much, man. We're about to get into this conversation of this basketball over the weekend and so far this week. I think without further ado, we'll start off with the All-Star versus USA game. And, I really like this game. This is probably it's been such a long time since I've been able to watch like basketball with high energy and high competitiveness. What was your thoughts in watching the game, or what was your thoughts? Period.
I thought the WNBA did a good job. The WNBA game was very competitive. It was one of the first times we've seen a competitive All-Star game in a long time. Mm-hmm. And I like the route that they went with the Team USA versus the All-Stars, because that gave a lot of the All-Stars a point to prove. A lot of people felt like they got put off the team and they deserved it. They thought they got a slander. They thought they got looked over. So they went out there with a purpose, and that made the game very competitive. I enjoyed it. I did.
Looking at the game, it was close. I know with a lot of these younger players past couple of years, there's a lot of good talent that's entered into the WNBA, and they had something to prove. And of course, as we know, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark's fandomship is like I would almost want to say it's at an all-time high. I haven't noticed the media covering anybody else in the WNBA in my lifetime as much. Skylar Diggins might have had a moment. Of course, we still have Candace Parker. Is there any other WNBA players you could nominate probably in our lifetime that probably had as much buzz or popularity?
We had Maya Moore before she retired, because she won 3 championships back to back, and then she retired, which was crazy. Then we've got Candace Parker was definitely one of them, who also paved the way. You got your Sue Birds, your Diana Taurasi's. They've had a few stars over the years. The Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese dynamic, we haven't seen a rivalry of 2 players go from college to the pros in so long. I think that's what made that kind of really what it is, because they were college, 2 years of battling in college and then getting to the next level and battling also changes a lot. But they played together in this All-Star game, and they look good. They look in unison. It looked like to be all competition, nothing personal. So you got to enjoy that.
Yeah. And then let's go in here real quick. Let me see. Where was she at? So for Team USA, Stewart had 31 points. Mm-hmm. Their second leading scorer was Wilson at 22 points. I'm not gonna just glance past that. So Stewart had 31 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 3 assists, and 10 rebounds.
Yeah.
And shooting 33% from the 3-point field, she shot 3 of 9 from 3. Mm-hmm. But field goal wise, she shot 10 for 21 from the field for Stewart. Yeah. Let's see here. We've got Wilson with the 22 points. She had.
You gotta say MVP Asia Wilson too.
MVP Wilson had 22, 3 steals, 3 assists, 6 rebounds, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. She shot 2 of 3 from the 3-point from the 3-point line. Field goal, she shot 8 for 13 from the field.
A legendary season right now too.
Okay.
She's definitely won a ring last year, beat the Liberty in the finals last year, and so she's looking to repeat again this year. So be on the lookout for her. Just keep your eyes open. Who was cooking for US?
Hey, I'm looking down here. I'm trying to. Her last name is so long. Mm-hmm. So we're really here to talk about Agumbawale.
Hoping out there getting buckets.
That's she's only 5'8",
Hey,
but she comes in immediately with with that energy, taking the WNBA, the team WNBA on her shoulders, man. Hold on. I mean, prior to this, Ross, I believe before we had this conversation, starting this stream, you had mentioned to me some sort of drama between her being on the USA team.
well, she's originally from Ghana, and so she wasn't picked to be on Team USA. So I think when this game was presented to her, she came out there with a point to prove. So because a lot of people thought Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese would be on Team USA also, but that Team USA, they have a program of integration over the years, and so I don't think that they can just put somebody on the team that hasn't worked out, hasn't practiced with them, doesn't know the system or the plays yet. So I think those players will get their time, but right now it's just not a good time. But as far as her not being on the team, she had a point to prove in this game. And it came out there bucket by bucket by bucket.
I mean,
Maybe she didn't fit the system. I don't know, because she was
look,
high score.
she is a complete
Whoa,
horror.
we're not allowed to show the highlight tape, but it's out there. And
Look, I mean, she shot 8 from 13 from three. That, I mean, along with her 34 points,
those was contested.
6 assists. Yeah, but I'll say a few of them were. I mean, she's doing step back. She's pulling up for mid-range shots, contested double teams. She was proving a point in this All-Star game, and
somebody got embarrassed. We don't know who. But somebody got embarrassed out there. Somebody.
So let's hold on. We can do call outs over here. so looks like Miss Lloyd, she got subbed out rather fast. She only played 13 minutes. I could see if Lloyd and Gray got the buckets early and they got subbed out. They had to split their minutes with the rest of the guards.
Hey, it's a long day, man.
They just took turns getting smacked. That's what it looked like. By the way, Team USA, my fault. Team WNBA ends up beating USA. It looked like the league got close to maybe plus 15 lead margin, maybe around the third quarter.
Yeah. They put them away. I think they tried to come back a little bit in the fourth, but it wasn't too much avail. Not much they could do. Put them out their misery. That was a good game, though. One of the best All-Star games I've seen, considering the NBA's All-Star game's been trash lately. I mean,
I like this idea though. With Team USA versus the WNBA, it's almost as if like fandom ships are competing with each other. People possibly having the idea of, you know what, maybe this other player should have had your spot.
Yeah, and you having to go out there and prove it and earn it. You know what I mean? That changes a whole lot. It does.
So, I mean, do you think they could? Do you think it would have much of as well the same response if they did this in the NBA?
No. I don't think the NBA players take the game as serious as these women did at this point. Possibly, the only scenario I could see that happening is if they're in the NBA, if there was a young versus old in the NBA. If you had KD, Bron, and Steph versus the young players of the NBA, but I don't see them. The All-Star weekend for them is vacation, so they don't take it too serious. I wish they did, but it is what it is.
We got Angel Reese was still able to continue. I believe her streak still continues of double doubles. She had one in the All-Star game as well.
Yeah, she lost her streak against the New York Liberty a couple weekends ago. She's still a double magnet. One off night don't compare it to the entire season. That's just what she do.
She's one of the best rookie first seasons in WNBA history. She deserves all the flowers that she's been given.
Yeah, That's my LSU dog right there. You know what I
You
mean?
know, nobody asked you,
No,
about your LSU and all them, bro. You
ride
know
with
what
Sis
I'm
at all times. You know what I'm saying? She ain't wrong. You know what I mean?
saying?
Rookie of the year, all that, all that. You know
Well,
what I
we
mean?
here, I mean, this Indiana fever country
Mhm.
right here.
You know what I mean?
We got Caitlin Clark out here.
Mhm.
She was definitely delivering dimes. She only had 4 points, but was +4 in
She
the
was
plus
locked up.
minus margin.
What you said? She was locked up.
Hey, they're pressing her. She shot 0 for 7 for 3 as well. She
Mm.
only shot 2 of 9 from the field, but she
Mm.
did give us 10
Passing Angel the
assists.
ball. She looked good passing Angel the
Yeah,
ball.
I'm about to say that was a good pass. That was definitely a good pass. But you know what? Agamba, I'm about to stop. I'm gonna get it right. Aga Ugambawale. She was the star of the show.
Yeah,
That's what this game was about, and nobody could stop her.
he gave out a light 30. A light 30.
I don't
In
even call it
the
light. I thought she was just
You said
getting
it was a
crushed.
heavy 30. It was a heavy 30.
Heavy 30, contested, step backs. You think you in front of me? Not anymore. Here's some separation. Eat that.
Hey, she was out there like they wasn't there.
I mean, like part of me kind of wanted to be like, yeah, bitch, but I just I was getting hyped. I didn't know if it would be wrong, if I
We
yelled
gotta
that
find the lingo.
out.
We gotta
do I,
find the lingo.
or do I, you know what I
What
mean?
can we
Do I
say?
say that's my nigga? Get that nigga. Do I say that? Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Y'all all queens.
ladies,
on
tell
the
us
court.
what we can say. You know what I mean? We mean no disrespect, but we want to mean disrespect. What can we say?
Yeah, I gotta be able to, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get my trash talk together and my jargon together for these WNBA games, because I don't want to be caught at the bar and everybody look at me all crazy if I say the wrong thing.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, I was definitely excited. It definitely was a very intense moment, and I'm glad I was a part of it. All right, but that's it for the WNBA USA game. Now we're about to get into the USA men's game.
Mm.
Here, one momentos. By the way, Angel, I mean, is she single?
What say about sis? Huh?
I think she's single though, right?
I would not know. She might be.
I mean, with the hams like this and hanging around Jaylen Brown and his woman, I don't know. Relationships in these modern times, people get to do whatever they want. Maybe she don't have a title, but I mean, all I'm saying is that seat was happy at that game. That's all I know. I like Amazons anyway. But
Shout out LSU. Go Tigers. I'm a big fan of the sport, the game.
Hey man, it's a part of it, man. Why not? Why not? Hey, don't get me wrong. Look, I didn't watch NBA games with women. Women do enjoy looking at men playing the game. They got their favorites. I got some women that I'm attracted to. Shout out to their beauty. But yeah, let's go back into the men's USA versus Germany, and then I guess we're just gonna talk about it as a whole. All right, so even the game prior to this, they played Sudan, and then we have this Germany game.
Yeah,
I hate to discredit these other countries, but I honestly feel like that Team USA and the brand of the NBA, they want these games close because they want their numbers up for viewers. And they want to give credit to each one of these countries' basketball programs. And it'd be good to build up their fandomships, even as individual players or their countries, to help the overall game of basketball do well. So I don't even know. Well, Ross, I'm going to ask you personally. Do you think these are highly competitive games, or is the USA keeping these games close to help the business of basketball?
No, I think these games are highly competitive. I think that Team USA has some figuring out to do. I think the world is getting better day by day, year by year in basketball. It just is what it is. There might have been a gap around the first original Dream Team, but that gap is closed. Um,
What up, Drew Red?
what up? What up? So I mean, a lot of these teams also too play together more so than this USA team does. So they have more chemistry, and they got shit to deal with. I mean, they got to play well. To me, when I watch the games, there's lapses where Team USA plays really, really well, and then they don't play good for a whole 40 minutes. They might play good for a good 15.
But Ross, they have the best players in the world on their team,
Uh,
up and down.
they may not have the best coach. I think Eric Spoelstra is a better coach than Steve Kerr. Um,
Woman of God, 777 says she says she thinks it's all rigged.
mm, I
Mm,
mean,
okay.
that's a thought. I stay out of the rig sport thing, but uh, I just think they have no chemistry. They lack shooting depth. I don't even think the starting five is the best five.
Oh shit! Hot take alert going on right now. What you mean? What you mean the start of the? Hold on, the starting five. Hold on. So you mean to tell me? Let me get this right. Who would be considered the starting five?
Starting five I've seen has been Steph Curry, Devin Booker, LeBron, uh, Drew Holiday, or Anthony Edwards, and then Embiid. Embiid is still playing NBA basketball and flopping around all the place, um, and not rolling and screening or not stepping up on screens and letting them. They're playing like terrible drop coverage, and then the starting five plays a lot of LeBron ball where he makes the plays and passes to the shooters. And so you have Devin Booker in the corner and you have Steph Curry shooting off top, but not a lot of off ball movement. Um, but to me, the best lineup is that lineup that involves, I think, Halliburton, Edwards, Tatum, Bam, and AD. When I watch that unit play, they blow teams out by 20. They go on fast breaks. Defensively, that team is elite. That second five is so elite defensively that it makes the first unit look different. I'll say that. I have to put it that way. That second unit looks good. I've watched games where AD and Bam got about 4 or 5 blocks apiece. And if you get past Bam, you got to deal with AD at the rim. So I mean, it's tough. But
I'm not going to debate with you on this. The box scores. It kind of shows itself. Okay, like in this starting lineup, I don't see any defense besides Drew Holiday.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you're dependent on offense. I mean, LeBron plays great defense. I'm not gonna say that, but
and to add on to this situation, hold on. Yeah, Tatum is not starting. Tatum is not starting for the USA team, but Tatum definitely gets some decent minutes in.
yeah,
But like as far as the starting lineup goes, I mean, there's no defense, and with European basketball, every position is held accountable for the defensive end. So there's going to be moments to where and I don't think that you can play zone in USA basketball either. So your big man's not in the paint anymore. Your big man's in the corner. So it's going to be up to your 4s and 5s or whoever's guarding the ball handler or the backdoor. Basically, everybody has to play defense and box out and get rebounds. And guess what? How many people, Ross, in this lineup do that?
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you on that. A lot of times I'm watching pick and pops, and Embiid isn't stepping out there. AD and Bam are, but a lot of the NBA ball of just sitting back watching people shoot and waiting on them to miss ain't gonna cut it in the Olympics.
They can hit. They will hit every last one of them. That's a fact.
So the line is in. Also, too, the rules are different. There's goaltending allowed in FIBA. There's a lot more contact and not a lot less fouls. So all of that NBA flopping and foul baiting, and it's not gonna cut it in this Olympics. you're gonna have to be dominant. You're gonna have to go out there. If you're going in the paint, go with intent to score, not to get fouled. And so I've seen a lot of wasted possessions, mostly by Embiid, as far as trying to get fouls, calls, when you're gonna have to go out there and get a bucket. So, and the 3-point line is a little closer than what it is.
It's the college 3-point line.
I want to say
instead of the NBA. It's, the standard.
Yeah.
How did it feel watching Devin Booker being stuck in the corner?
If he's the first unit is catered to be played around LeBron. So if I'm running through LeBron's system where he can make plays and find shooters, you want Devin Booker in the corner. That's money.
If you're a Devin Booker fan, how do you feel you sitting there wanting to watch Devin Booker cook, and he's got to sit there in the corner?
Hey, this is Team USA. This is not the Phoenix Suns. You are here to win. You are here for the purpose, not to build your brand. I'm just being honest. It is what it is. Or you could play in that second unit. But if you playing with that first unit, you playing LeBron ball. So, and like I said, do you want to win or do you don't?
With me being a Laker fan, I've been like really jealous of seeing LeBron James having so much energy on defense and calling out rotations. I just don't see him. I mean, he's been playing way more aggressive for the USA team than he even plays for the Lakers. Yesterday, I watched LeBron James take advantage of a mismatch and use his strength, drop step into a center, move the center out of the way, and do a layup. When I tell you guys, I've been waiting for LeBron James to do that his whole entire career. I've been waiting for LeBron James to do this against the Nuggets. I'm like, I know you're stronger than some of these guys, but he won't. He won't do it.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's social media. I heard Lenny Cook.
What do you mean you think it's social media? What kind of shit is that?
I heard Lenny Cook say he ain't had that dog in him a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And since then, LeBron been on a little tear. Maybe he didn't like the disrespect, but Lenny Cook said he wasn't clutch. He ain't hit a game winner that mattered since he hit that shot at the ACDC.
I've been disrespecting LeBron for a long time, but you know what? I always get reminded that I need to put some respect on LeBron's name when this man decides to let his nuts hang. Pause. Like for real, like when he was going against Golden State with the Cavs and Kevin Love and Kyrie was hurt when he was damn near Mr. Triple-Double in the finals. That was the greatest finals performance I've ever seen from an individual player ever. And I'm like, why can't you do this all the time? You would damn near have how many rings would this man have if he would have played with that? If he played with that kind of energy, bro.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Man,
look,
this
is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna shoot him some bail, okay? The NBA season is 82 games, so maybe you can't give that kind of effort every night. This Olympic shit is 4 games in 2 weeks.
God.
You know what I mean? So he got a little time to rest. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. So, anyways, man,
rest right now. He can play.
Yeah.
He can play. Did you play differently when you begin tomorrow night? You know what I mean? He's sitting between 3-4 days between games right now, so I'm gonna shoot him that bell.
Hey, all right. Anyways, is this one of AD's few moments he's able to play USA summer because he's healthy?
I mean, he's healthy. Yeah,
he's healthy. I think if I'm not mistaken, last time he was really a part of Anthony Davis was part of the team was when he was a rook. Playing with the Redeem team with LeBron, Dwight, Kobe?
2012 team.
Okay, the 2012 USA team had Davis. Other than that, I think he was injured every summer.
He looks good out there. He has been the best players on the court, if you ask me. I've been one of the biggest shit talkers about AD. He's been hooping. I've been holding my Laker hate out because I'm a big Miami Heat fan. But
Ross,
what's up?
Who the fuck is Langston Galloway?
What?
Look at this roster. Load up.
They got hoopers.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, I don't know. Is he on the other team?
No, he's on the bench for the USA team.
He's probably he not there. He ain't getting that game. I tell you that. He
My
didn't.
fault. My fault for interrupting you. It's just something that threw me off.
Nah. You good. You good. Nah. But I've been a big Laker hater, and I've been holding my Laker hate and speaking positive energy because LeBron and AD been hooping. I don't know what happens in the playoffs, but out here they look real good. I'm not gonna hold you.
I guess it's a level of energy, and when it comes to an NBA team, I guess nobody takes the initiative. They take on whatever momentum their leader has.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, you could tell early with a lot of NBA players. I'm not just going to just talk about one player, but going into a game, you could tell who's ready to jump in and play. And honestly, I can't disagree with you with this second unit. Providing more energy and defense, and they're probably keeping them in the game against these other countries.
Yeah, they are hooping. I love everything that I see from them. Anthony Edwards, I love what I'm seeing from him. Tatum, I love what I'm seeing from him. The problem with Team USA that I've noticed, and it may be because Kevin Durant hasn't played yet, but the shooting from the three has been a little under par compared to the other teams. Some games that we're in close with, we're just not shooting the ball well from three. I think once they nip that in the bud, we'll be unstoppable. You know what I mean?
Devin Booker's playing trash. He will not work in a LeBron James system.
Well, my question would be: if Kevin Durant was healthy, would you prefer Kevin Durant in that corner shooting that three?
I think it actually would be a good idea. I think the teams will play a bit different when Durant's in that lineup. Some basketball players can create from the corner. I know that the corner is less space. It's hard to get around an opponent. It's easy to defend somebody when they're a baseliner in the corner.
Right.
Unless you have a triple threat. Devin Booker, I don't know if he has that same explosiveness.
Right.
Being that he's a little bit seasoned in the league. But I mean, Durant can create a shot in 4 seconds.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to agree with you. I'm not going to disagree with you. I think that we'll be better off having Durant there.
That team looks different if Durant is healthy and he's on the court starting too. Because then you would have possibly Steph, Anthony Edwards, KD, LeBron, and Embiid. That's
Would you keep Drew Holiday in the lineup if Durant stays? Are you saying substitute out Devin Booker if Durant's healthy?
Yes.
And just keep the same lineup. Okay.
Yep. I would.
How do you feel about Anthony Edwards' presence during these exhibitions?
Balling. He looks like one of the best players out there. Also, I think that politics is changing the lineups as far as who's playing and who's not. Because you could argue that other than LeBron, Anthony Edwards might be the best player out there and the star out there. But elder statesmen. Politics, because you couldn't tell Steph Curry to go to the bench. You can't tell LeBron to go to the bench. And then Embiid is playing for a country that's not even his, so you can't tell him to the bench.
Hey, let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about Joel Embiid. Look, I've never thought Joel Embiid was top tier in the league. I don't think he's as skilled as he gets the attention for. I don't think he's a good playmaker. I think because he's getting the ball as much as he does, he's able to create and do the things that he does.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, there are a lot of centers in the NBA. All right, about 4 of them go to the finals in the conference finals every year, and those centers are Nikola Jokic, Rudy Gobert. I won't even say Rudy Gobert. Nikola Jokic, Bam Adebayo, and Anthony Davis. All of them have been to a finals. Embiid is the only one who has not made it out the second round of the playoffs. Now, in the playoffs, there's a certain level of aptitude, uh, of will, of skill that you have to have in order to go further. Am I right?
Yeah, no qualms, no qualms or disagreements there.
So when in the playoffs, there's a different atmosphere, there's a different level of intensity, and also the referees ref the game a whole lot differently. So when you take away the fouls in the playoffs, that 30 points a game dwindles down to about 19, 21. And you look different in the light. That's all I'm gonna say about Embiid. You look different in the light. And I've seen it for a long time. That's why he ain't never won nothing. They keep blaming teammates, Ben Simmons, James Harden. They done made a whole lot of trades, but at the end of the day, he ain't showed up. I remember watching the game 7 where Tatum had 50 and Embiid had 10. No way you let that happen if you are who you say you are, right?
Yeah, no qualms. I mean, shoot, again, no qualms there.
Go USA, you know.
I mean, yeah, go USA. I mean, to me, okay. I guess we can give some credit to these other teams too, though, right?
Oh, for sure.
Like beyond that, like I mean, you know, we're not that. Well, we are familiar with some of these players on Team Germany.
South Sudan, who played them really well, is being coached by Leauge.
Mm-hmm. I did see him. I did notice him on the bench, and you know what? South Sudan, they look really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you gotta understand where Leauge comes from, not just South Sudan. Leauge has a great NBA career and also a great college career playing for Duke. So you're looking at a Coach K disciple knowing how to coach, you know?
Being able to bring that back to his country. Because if I'm not mistaken, I mean, we've been watching Leauge. Leauge was a team basketball player, Mr. Fundamental. He could score. He can score within an offensive set. Yeah. And take his advantages from there. So also to add on to there, unless my eyes was deceiving me, I don't know everybody's height, but it seemed like everybody was 6'8" or up over there in Sudan. It was like a team full of Giannis's that could shoot, jump, and defend.
That kid that got drafted before Giannis, the tall guy, the 7-foot guy that was a guard.
It wasn't Thon Maker.
It was. They had Thon Maker over there. Yeah.
Oh snap! Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey man, I was Mr. Thon Maker, bro.
Yeah. 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 South Sudan Olympics. Yeah. He was born in South Sudan too. But they got a team. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot. So I don't think these games are rigged. They got some things they got to deal with. It's tough out here. You know what I mean? Make sure that the chemistry has to be high, though.
Your man JT Thor was out there.
Yeah. Shout out my 2K jump shot.
But I mean, they're shooting the lights out. Look, I mean, they had one guy shoot 6 for 12. The Sudan. I'm talking about the South Sudan. You said what?
They had to do with a triple-double out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they sure did. Carlick Jones. 15, 11 rebounds, 11 assists, and 2 steals.
He's on the Bulls D-League roster.
That's crazy.
Can't even get in the roster, but he out there.
Can't even get in the roster, but can play with his people at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And can give Team USA buckets.
He did.
You know?
Yeah, hopefully he get a contract.
Actually, I'm going to go back to what Woman of God 777 had said. You know, this all might be politics. As far as getting playtime in the NBA and such, you know, they got agencies and fandomships to cater towards.
Never know, man.
But we've definitely seen players. We've definitely seen players show out for their country.
Yeah.
You know, throughout the years of us watching these USA games.
Yeah. You know USA gonna win it all. I got them winning the gold, not losing it all. The topic I want to get to personally is of high regard to me. You know, that time of year in the summer, we see people hoop that just made it into the league and they're excited to show their talent, to get drafted, possibly make the team, get a contract, be happy for those people. You know what I'm saying? So I must say, shout out to the Summer League champs, my Miami Heat
let me
down
get
in South
let
Beach.
me get a picture of
Look,
y'all
they took
mark ass
they
team,
took
bro.
South Beach to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And we showed them a little
I was
bit of
trying to
what
stall out. I was hoping you forgot.
we
I was
showed
hoping
them.
you
We
forgot.
showed them. We showed them what Heat culture really looked like. You know what I'm saying in the finals. You know what I'm saying. I like the squad. I hope they all get contracts and make the team. Our first round pick, Khalil Ware, dropped 20 and a double. He's out there booming on boys. I love it. I really hope that he gets to work with Chris Bosh. I hope that they bring in Chris Bosh and show Khalil Ware how to play like a 7-foot back to the basket mid-range shooter. The highlights was crazy. When we get off of here, me and Leno gonna look at the highlights because it was crazy. Josh Christopher was hooping. Linus Williams was hooping. We went 6-0 in Vegas.
Former first
6-0,
round pick.
never lost. You know what I'm saying?
MVP.
Yeah, dog. We had a pick from last year get MVP. He got looked over and waived before the season started, he said.
Larson
so he was
scored
happy.
16 points.
We got niggas that earned their spot. You know what I'm saying?
Here we go.
People that wasn't there because of their daddy. You know what I'm saying? We got niggas there that actually hoop, actually ball. You know what I'm saying? Went out there with a point to prove. You gotta love it. The rings is coming too. They getting rings for that. Gotta support it. Gotta love it.
They get a ring. They get a ring for Summer League.
Yeah, man. I mean, maybe Bronny will get y'all one next year.
Here we go, man.
Or maybe Sharif.
I don't know what's going on with.
Hey, by the way, Scottie Pippen Jr. was on the other team and he hooped. Scottie Pippen Jr. had about 25.
Who did he play for?
Memphis.
Oh, that's where he's at. I was wondering where he was.
Me too.
Yeah, I thought he was on the LA joint. I saw he wasn't on any of the rosters.
He can take Bronny's spot. He look a lot better than Bronny.
That's what it's looking like. I mean, look, no qualms here. I'm not disagreeing with you there. I would have liked to see Shaq's son play in these summer league games. I only saw him make a little bit of an attempt to get a little bit of time, and then he got off the court. Same with Scottie Pippen's son, who's a scorer and a defender.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets picked up. Okay. Since you brought him up, congratulations to your Miami Heat team. How do you feel about? Okay, everybody's already talked about Bronny, but how do you feel about Bronny's defense?
Great defense. And I'm always talking shit about Bronny. I'm happy for Bronny. I hope he wish him all the success in the world. To me, the Bronny subject is the Bronny subject. The internet gonna kill you when you kill. They're gonna kill you when you're not killing. So the tide is the tide. We got love for Bronny here, but if you're not playing well, we're gonna dog you. If you are playing well, we're gonna hype you up. You know what I mean? Just hoop better, we're gonna speak better of you. You know what I mean? But his defense is A1. With him it's gonna be knocking down shots, and if not knocking down shots, off ball movement and cutting. I only seen them have one bad game in the summer league, and that was against that kid Keed, the white boy that got drafted by Houston, who was giving them buckets, but he gave everybody buckets. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But knocking down them wide opens is gonna be a big deal for him. He's got good upside and he's got bad downside. I look at him as possibly at best Mario Chalmers, Dame Lillard, Derek Fisher. At worst, you can end up like Pat Bev, and I don't want to see a Pat Bev. I don't. And Drew Holiday too for at best. So I would say best Drew Holiday, Mario Chalmers, Derek Fisher, Dame Lillard. At worst, Pat Bev.
I'm going. I agree that I think Bronny's showing upside. Honestly, when it comes to Bronny going into these games, I feel like he cares about what his teammates think of him, and I think he felt insecure about getting all this attention. Bronny James.
Yeah.
Bronny James, Ty. But I think he felt insecure getting all that attention and taking away. He probably felt guilty of taking the light away from his teammates. He's a second round pick, and there's people that were drafted before him, etc. And he's already has a guaranteed contract. It's almost like being in a room full of broke people and you got $1 million in your pocket and niggas is starving.
I mean, I don't feel that way. They were asking him to do the bare minimum.
But I think that's why he started. To me, he seemed kind of timid and he was kind of looking up to pass everybody else the ball. Like, hey guys, I'm not y'all enemy. Don't listen to them. But then I guess as the summer league progressed, is what I'm trying to say is he was like, you know what, I'm gonna play my game, and I'm just, I could tell the confidence. He shared way more confidence towards the end of summer league than he did his first couple of games. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. When I look at it, man.
Oh, my fault. And the comparison I got for him is a more athletic Lonzo Ball.
Okay. When I look at it, they were asking all he had to do to have good games in those first 5 or 4 games that he played was hit wide open shots, and he just wasn't doing it. So I think once he gets a hold of his shot falling, he'll have a lot better outcome and be a lot more productive. It's just knocking down those wide opens. I mean, I'm sure
those wide opens. I think he would have averaged what, 16, 17.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, going 1 for 11 and going, 5 of 11 is a big difference. You know what I mean? So he was always in the right place, right time. So he knows the game. He didn't really make a lot of mistakes. Like I said, it's just knocking those down. When you get to the league, you got to be a shooter. And that NBA 3 is a lot different from that college 3. So once he gets to knocking those down, I think he'll have a better game.
He's got access to those facilities, and we already know it. His father is going to definitely keep him. He's got all the tools he needs to get to that point.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing to hope for is will the Lakers develop him, and will he get his shot of playing in the NBA this season? I think that's the question.
He'll play to me around November, around Christmas, and he'll get in the game, and then he'll get a couple ESPN specials, and then they'll send him back to the D League.
Okay.
I think he might make it back by the end of the season for the playoffs.
If any of the backup guards get injured, do you think they're going to pick up Bronny immediately? Off the D League.
If I'm a guard or a backup guard, I'm not getting injured because I know it's gonna happen. You might play hurt because you know that they're gonna take their spot and give it to Bronny. So it is what it is. You gotta deal with it.
I got you. All right, we're gonna close this segment out, and in about like 10 or 15 minutes, we're gonna talk about the Lupe fiasco, Kendrick Lamar. We've got beef between J. Cole and Kanye. We've got Big Sean also as well going at Kendrick, and we're going to be talking about in the next 10 minutes. We're going to start another segment also talking about Drake and 50 Cent linking up. Be with you guys in a few. We're closing out this segment right now. The WNBA, NBA, and USA basketball, as well as Summer League. Do us a favor and hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to us, subscribe to us for more updates. You're more than welcome to comment if you guys want us to touch on any subjects, or if you want to join us as well. I'm always willing to throw the link inside of the chat box. All you have to do is hit that link, and it'll bring you right in here with us. You don't necessarily have to show your picture at all either. If you don't want nobody to see what you look like, you can do it from your phone, you can do it from your computer, but I mean, that's pretty much it. Unless you got something else you want to say, Mr. JAVE.
Nah, go Heat, go LSU Tigers, go Patriots. Got a rep for all my guys. Yeah.
All right, see you guys in 10 minutes.
Hey, man, watch these highlights, Jeff. Put them on the big screen. I'm already sharing my screen.
Yeah, hold on. Pause whatever video you're showing.